For this recipe, you're going to need good quality grinder rolls. I got these ones and they're pretty thick. I like using thick rolls for this recipe. You're going to need 1 package of beef shaved steak. I like using this one. It tastes really good. I don't like the frozen one, so I like using fresh. You're going to need 1 green pepper, 1 red pepper, 1 onion. And then you're going to need a good sized pot with a lid to cook this. The seasonings you'll need is adobo, garlic powder, and black pepper. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start first by cutting these up. Alright, so I just turned my flame on. You're going to want to turn it on to about a 6. This is a gas stove. So I'm just going to put some olive oil in here to get it real hot and then add my vegetables. So you want about that much, and you can always add more later. Alright, now that the oil's nice and hot, I'm going to throw my vegetables right in. And then I'm going to mix them up. Make sure the oil gets all over them. And don't worry about the onions. Those will break up as they cook. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to add much seasoning because I want to season the meat. So I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning just so it can cook the flavor into the vegetables. Alright, the first thing I'm going to put in, adobo. I put this in everything. It tastes so good. Just going to put a little bit because you want to add the most seasoning onto your meat. I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder. I love garlic powder. And then the last thing, black pepper. And then this is the only seasoning you need. The meat and the vegetables and the flavor from the olive oil all combined together will give it the flavor it needs. And this is the only seasonings that you will need. And I promise the flavor will taste delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the cover on. And I'm going to let that sit for about 5 minutes and then check on it. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. Now I'm going to stir it. And you guys want to be consistent with stirring because if you don't stir it, the bottom can burn quickly and you don't want that. Oh, it smells so good already. It's only been a couple of minutes. Alright, now I'm going to put the cover on for 5 more minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, because you don't want to literally mix it every 5 minutes. So I'm going to come back in 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, for the sake of the video, I'm going to just pour the whole meat in because I only have one hand. But you're going to open your meat, take the cover off, and then you're just going to dump it like that. And then now I'm going to put the seasoning on. I'm going to use the same seasonings I used earlier. Some adobo, garlic powder. And I don't know how much measurements. I just eyeball it because I cook this a lot. So I don't measure it. I just throw the seasoning on. But now we're going to mix this up. I'm going to mix it up off camera because I need 2 hands. And I'll be right back. Alright, after mixing it up, it should look like this. I'm going to put the cover on and come back in 5 to 7 minutes and mix it up. See you in 5 to 7 minutes. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes. This is what it should look like. I'm going to mix it again. It should be done in a couple minutes. I'm doing that because I want to break up the meat. But this is what it should look like. It's almost done. While we're waiting, we're going to wait another 7 minutes. While we're waiting, we're going to take our rolls. And all I did was just cut them in half. And I put 3 on my cookie sheet. You can put as many as you want. So all I did was cut 3 grinder rolls. Almost till they're half, obviously. And then I open them onto the cookie sheet. And I'm going to put them in the oven. So I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. I'm going to get my cheese out of the fridge. And I'm just going to wait for that to be done. So these are the 2 cheeses that I put on my grinders. I like the pepper jack. So I put a lot of pepper jack and some provolone. And then hubby only likes the provolone, so he's only gonna get provolone. I'll be getting pepper jack and provolone. All right. This is what it should look like after 7 minutes. It should be done. Your meat should be cooked. It smells delicious. I promise you, this is delicious. My family loves this grinder. It's my version of the Philly steak cheese grinder. All right, let's get stuff in some grinders. This is what your grinder should look like. I just took the filling from in here and I placed them into my grinders. If you're wondering why that one only has meat, that's my daughter. She does not like the onions and peppers and any of that stuff. So yeah, she's having a meat grinder, a steak grinder. All right, let's put the cheese on. All right, so what I did was I put 3 slices of provolone on this one, and then I put 2 slices of pepper jack and 1 slice of provolone on that one, and I'm going to put it in the oven for about, just until the cheese is melted and the bread's a little crispy. So maybe about 5 to 7 minutes, or 7 to 10 to be safe. It depends of your oven. I know mine usually only takes about 5 minutes and it's done. So depending on your oven, depends on the minutes to leave it in there. So just keep an eye on it. You don't want it to burn and you don't want it to overcook. So yeah. Let's put her in the oven and watch these babies melt. So this is what your Philly cheesesteak should look like when they come out of the oven. Oh my God, my mouth is watering. Look at these. They look so good.
Who knows what you think about me? And I know I shouldn't care. I really tried my best, but I can't make you happy. And I can't stop time for you.